Alright everybody, check it out. I've gotten tons and tons of messages from people wanting me to go back over the skill points and some of the stat points and gear sets of the Dragon Paladin, because the last time I did the Dragon Paladin, yeah, it was kind of blasé. I went over it like this, that, and the other, and it really wasn't in the style in which everybody loves, which is the exciting craft chest style. And this one right here, what I want to go over with you are just that, the skill points, stat points, and make it pretty cut and dry. And I'm not going to get into anything fancy, so don't everybody get all hot and bothered under the collar talking about, that'll never work in PvP. I will state it in the beginning of the video. Once again, I don't do PvP. When I do, it's with my friends, and we just do it for shits and giggles, just to have fun, alright? Which is the point of playing any game. Have fun, alright? Like I stated a lot of times, you ain't getting paid to play, and if you are, let me know where. I might actually build them perfect at that point in time. Alright, so let's start off with the defensive. What are you doing down there? Alright, let's start off with the defensive aura, which is resist fire and salvation. Now, I got a lot of shit for this because people are saying, oh, you're wasting skill points. You shouldn't max resist fire. It doesn't do anything unless you have it equipped. Well, that's true in a way, but I'm going to show you a little trick here, and you could actually probably tone it down a little bit. But here's what I did. I maxed resist fire, and I maxed salvation. Those two. Defiance, I think, is like a magical skill, or it might have a little small synergy someplace, but the only skill on this particular build that has a synergy that's going to be useful to you anyway, building a Dragon Paladin, is going to be Holy Fire. Now, this one is level 6, and I'm going to show you the reason why I have it so low. Now, this guy's only a level 89, so there's plenty of points to grow here. Level 6, and that is magic skill with both equipment and the skill points. I believe the actual skill points that I put in here was like 3, and that's pretty much all you need, because once your gear set kicks in, it's going to give you one hell of a boost as far as damage goes on Holy Fire. Alright, now this one does have a synergy. Oh, it has 2 of them. Look at this, and look what they are. Resist fire, 18% bonus to fire damage per level. Alright, and that is on resist fire. A 6% bonus of fire damage per level on salvation. That's why I maxed them. A lot of people didn't seem to understand that you could get just as much damage on percentages as you can by skill levels. Let's check this out. Holy Fire. This one's level 6. Right now it's giving 121 to 191 to your attack. Now, that's to your attack. Alright? On one of these builds, it's more of an aura type damage that you're doing to your enemies, not an attack. Alright, kind of like a passive aura, in other words. Fire damage is 20,000 to 30, might as well say 20,000 to 32,000. Alright, so 32k fire damage. Alright, that's pretty damn impressive. And let's see, that's with all the gear sets and everything. Now, you could jack that up even more, and there was people saying that you could get it all the way up to like 70,000. Go for it. Alright, this is just a fun build that I like, and this right here is the reason why I didn't. Now, or didn't max it. You can put more points, and I probably will end up putting more points in this one, but right now that's what he has. Down here in the bottom, we maxed Conviction, because it reduces the defense and resistances to nearby enemies, and that, coupled with the Holy Fire, will kick anybody's ass. Alright, whether it be PvP or PvM. Now, there are PvP characters out there that have massive resistances, I know. Mainly, we're talking right here just a fun build for PvM. Alright, now on your combat skills, the main one that I maxed, and there was a couple of people that said that you could put more points in other places, is going to be Holy Shield. Alright, now Holy Shield does get a bonus from Defiance, which if we go back up here to defenses, we have level 4 points in Defiance, and with that it gets 15% per level. So your holy shield is going to be boosting your shield, your smite damage, and the duration of time, and just your overall defense with that equipped. Alright? And that's it. I slowed it down a little bit for the points, and I don't know what else to tell you. Alright, that's it on that, on the skill points. Now over here, the strength wise, I think I kind of put a little bit too much in here, but normally you want to put enough strength to wear your gear, dexterity to get your chance to block up to 75%, which this one is, and your vitality is going to take the rest of it. Alright? 382 is in life and 0 in mana, of course. Alright, now on the gear set, here's where I got a lot of shit. Alright, now we noticed, and I'll put it on here, Holy Fire level 6. Alright, now I got a lot of shit for this, but let's start off with the shield, the armor, and the weapon. Your shield is a dragon. Rune word, Sure Low Sol. Alright? And same thing on your armor, dragon shield, and a Hand of Justice. Now your Hand of Justice gives you level 16 Holy Fire when equipped. The armor and the shield gives you level 14. Now these do stack, alright? I don't care what anybody says, they stack. Now, up here, this is where I got a lot of grief from a lot of people saying, why would you use a Rising Sun? You need to use a Cat's Eye or a Mara's. Here's the reason why. Two reasons, actually. Number one, it gives +2 to fire skills, alright? You don't believe me? Check this out. Level 6, take this off. Level 4, oh, imagine that shit. Craftchest might actually know what he's talking about. Put it back on. Level 6. And on the Mage Fist, gives +1 to fire skills. Level 6, take them off. Level 5, what? Put them back on, back up to level 6. That's the reason why. They're not character-based skills. Anything that just says +2 to skill, that's what you're going to get. Alright? The other reason why I picked the Rising Sun is that it absorbs fire damage based on character level. Absorbs it for what? Life and mana. Alright? That's fire absorb. That's what it does. That's what it's designed for. And it just says on character level, not a specific character. Alright, this one is 66. Okay, so that's the main two reasons why I picked that out. Got a crafted ring, Raven Frost for obvious reasons, Dungo belt, Sandstorm Trek boots, which is like the paladin boots of choice, for me anyway, and a Shaco. Alright, that gives +2 to skills. Alright, so basically that's a decent build. Decent. Not godly, a decent build for a dragon. Okay, and yes, it does survive anything. Okay, there's people out there on the last video that I did on this guy said, oh, you must get owned by anything in hell level, and I don't understand how you could even log on with a character like that. Well, you know, whatever. That's fine. Whatever. Because this is just my opinion, guys and gals. And if you don't know how to have fun, I don't know what to tell you. Now, I'm up out of here, out of the rogue encampment. Might splice in a little walkabout down in level 2 or something, just to give you an example of what he can do. And we'll wrap it up in a minute. Alright, so there you go. A nice little short revisit of the Dragon Paladin. Mainly just to go over the actual points that you would want to spend, where to put them. And like I said, you can tweak that fire resist and holy fire whatever way you want. But I find 18% versus like a 5-point jump balances out to be about the same. And whenever you equip salvation, that jacks up your defense, or your resistances rather, all the way up to max in hell level. And in hell level, everybody knows that's where it's hardest to get your resistances out of the negative. Alright, you already start off like with this ungodly amount of negative resistance. And to build any of it up to a plus, especially up to 75, 85, 95, or, you know, whatever over the max is, it's pretty damn decent. And I think I'd rather have a payoff of resistances, defense, and damage reduce versus trying to do more damage in a faster amount of time whenever it's more of a marathon, not a full sprint race whenever you're playing the game. If you play it that fast, hey, that's fine. I like to enjoy it a little bit more, get into the action, and not be so botted-minded, you know. That's what a lot of people, I think, have a problem with, is they're so bot-minded to where, oh, I got to go in this game. I got to kill everything. Kill right now. Oh, it's dead. Start over. I mean, it's like the thrill is even there. You're just there botting yourself, and you're not pacing and having fun. All right? So that's the bottom line on that, everybody. Remember, whatever you do, however you build them, it's a craft of the mind. Now go out there and have some fun.